Hello! Welcome to a new episode of ConEquip 101. I'm Ben, and today we're going to be talking about bushings, and also about pins. Okay, so pins and bushings. Every machine has them. Excavators, skid steers, bulldozers, wheel loaders, crawler dozers, whatever. Every machine has pins and bushings. Connect the loader frame to the machine, to the buckets, connecting the hydraulic cylinders to different portions on the machine. They're all over the place. And you know what? When you get some sloppy play, it is time to do some replacing of some bushings and pins. There's really no point in doing one without the other. Buy bushings, buy new pins, because obviously what happened is the bushing is designed to kind of wear out so it doesn't ruin the actual hydraulic cylinder or the frame of the machine, so they put bushings in to take up that play. But also the actual steel on the big pin gets wore out too. So you want tightness. Oh, nothing compared to before. Dude, that ain't good, okay? If you notice on the inside of the bushings, and it changes from manufacturer to different machine and so forth, but as a generic look, you can see inside there, maybe, there's a bunch of grooves inside. And it's not because ConEquip sells groovy parts, which we do, but it's an actual design where the grease goes in so that when the bushing has to go up and down, it's a little lubricated. Yeah? So pretty much every bushing has it. For instance, on the smaller one, it's got the same scenario on the inside there. So wherever the grease point is, again, different manufacturer by machine model and everything else, the pin will end up getting lubed by greasing it, which the bushing again has grease that kind of stores inside. Because there's grease that gets stored inside, people sometimes don't grease them, which will really wear the pin down, wear the bushing out, and you'll just have to replace it. So grease all the stuff on the machine that needs to be greased, okay? The other thing is that some of the pins and bushings have a dust seal. Because what's holding the grease on the inside? Let's seal it up. Dust seal. So then the grease can't come out and dust can't go in, which obviously would contaminate the grease. So up at the top of the pin, obviously, is where the retainer will go. Some guys just put a bolt in here, but there is actual correct hardware that's supposed to go in. Sometimes they just have two different holes depending on the type of machine you got. So typically also when one pin goes, it's probably time to pretty much change the rest of them. So bear that in mind. You can have one end of the machine that's tight and the other side loose. It might be just time to bite the bullet, get them all replaced. Machine will be nice and tight. You'll be a lot more accurate when you're trying to dig on that excavator instead of having play in your bucket and so forth like that. When you're dozing, you're trying to go in straight lines and everything like that. Instead of having play on there, you can be solid, making some good, precise ground engaging and ground eliminating, depending on what type of machine you got. We've got kits on some machines to replace all of them, and call us up. We'll be more than happy to help you out and get you some new pins and bushings. We have aftermarket ones available. Some come from China, some come from Italy, some come from Korea, Japan. Face it, they're made everywhere. Typically, honestly, the quality is pretty darn good, regardless of what aftermarket company you go with. But we have some very reputable people that we do business with. So I got to be honest, I don't think we've ever had a return from a broken aftermarket pin or a wore out bushing or something like that ever in the history of ConEquip. So Till next time, my name is Ben from ConEquip 101.